It's kinda nice sleeping by the beach.
It's peaceful.
Who knew? Hammocks are so comfy, and you can swing on them too.
Try not to swing on it too hard. You might hurt yourself.
Or break it. Ah! What is that?
A crab!
Stay back!
Are you going to do that every time you see an animal?
Why does it look so weird?
That's not nice. Don't listen to her, little crab. She's just a bit crabby in the mornings.
Yeah, she's being kind of shellfish today, isn't she?
You've got a crabulous sense of humor, Lolli.
You've got pretty clawsome jokes yourself.
Why are you laughing? What does that mean?
Here. When you're ready, meet me at the tree. We'll begin studying your power.
I haven't agreed to let you study me yet.
Fine, then don't. Makes no difference to me.
Moon?
Okay, I'll meet you there.
Ooh, I want this one.
You're the only one short enough to fit that one.
Don't be too salty, Lolli.
Yeah, something claw crab. What?
So, Moon, is there anything else you're able to do, aside from gliding across the water or affecting the clouds?
I'm gonna need you to be a little more specific.
Huh. Moon, do you understand what magic is?
Not really. I know that Simon and other people can't do what I did. He says it's magic and that not everyone is okay with magic, but why can't they do it?
There are two main types of magic, the kind I use and the kind deities have. Leaf can create and manipulate plants, each with different properties or abilities. What they create, to an extent, depends on their emotions. If Leaf's emotions run high, they'll have less control over what they produce and the effects it will have. Whereas I cannot create anything, what I can do is take the plants Leaf's already made and extract them for their effects. I typically do this through what's called a potion. Anyone could learn the type of magic I use, but only the deities can create something from nothing. Each deity has their own unique magic. However, from what I understand about your magic, you don't exactly fit into either of these categories. You were somehow able to manipulate both the cloud and water. Though I suppose technically they're both under the category of water, but even cloud can't affect water in its liquid form.
You're saying a lot right now. I don't understand.
Have you noticed anything you're able to do that seems like something Simon and Lolli can't do?
When me and Simon were on the ship, the water called out to me, but Simon couldn't see it.
Now that I think about it, you were under the water for a long time too.
Calling out how?
There was a loud sound and the water would glow, and it was almost like I was remembering something.
What do you remember?
What does that have to do with learning about my magic?
Just curious.
Moon, are you able to create water, or are you just manipulating it?
Both, I think?
Fill this with water.
Whoa!
Don't drink that.
Huh? Why not?
We don't know anything about the kind of water Moon produces. It might not be safe. If we assume Moon is somehow a deity like Leaf or Cloud, what she creates depends on how she's feeling. And for both Leaf and Cloud, those emotions have vastly different outcomes.
What do you mean?
When Cloud becomes too angry, she unintentionally brings about storms.
And if Leaf becomes too angry?
Do I look like the kind of plant that gets angry?
Are Leaf and Cloud the only deities? Okay. How many other witches are there?
I don't know. For the most part, I stay in the swamp.
You're hiding from the Lappies! Why are humans thought of as a myth here? In Aura, all we know are humans and animals. But here, they know about so much more.
If you want to know that, you'll have to convince Leaf to tell you. Moon, do you have a connection to other liquids?
Like, what?
Like this honey?
I suppose? I don't know. I've never seen it before.
Right. Do you actually remember falling, Moon? It's not possible for you to have come from the sky. Otherwise, Cloud would or should have been aware of it. Is it possible you managed to propel yourself out of the water a bit too hard?
I don't remember anything about how or why I fell.
Simon, you said she spent more time under the water than what felt normal, correct?
Yeah, she did. I'm not the greatest judge though. I can't even swim.
Moon, for our first test, I want you to go and sit underwater for as long as you can. Don't come up until you feel yourself unable to breathe.
Okay.
It's been hours. What if something happened to her?
She's fine.
How do we know?
If you're that nervous, why don't you just go check? Oh! Oops, I can check then.
Well, there goes my piece. Do they need something or is she just swimming for fun?
So is she okay?
Whew, yeah, she's fine.
Oh, so they were just making sure I was alive. Wait, I've been down here for hours and they're only checking now? What is she doing?
She's probably bored down here alone. I'll keep her company.
Oh. So, potions.
Did you need something, Simon?
You said anyone could learn how to make them?
Yes. With enough practice. Why'd you ask?
Do you think I could learn? I could just maybe watch for a bit, if you don't want to teach me.
Why do you want to learn?
Oh! Hi, Leaf. Well, I figure Moon has been training hard to defend herself, and everyone seems to have something to do except me, so I figured if I learned something, maybe I could help.
Defend herself.
Defend herself from what?
Oh, no, I didn't mean... I mean... from the Lappies! Remember? Because they found out humans are here!
Simon, come on. We're your friends. You can tell us.
It's really not for me to tell.
You wanted us to help, didn't you? How can we do that if you don't tell us what we need to know?
I suppose you're right. I don't know who, but someone is after her.
She'll be fine. She's with us now.
I don't know. We don't know what it is we're up against. And if we don't even know anything about Moon...
Moon will be fine. Come, I'll teach you how to use magic.
Really?
This should be fun.
Lesson 1. You are not a deity, you're a human. If you want to wield the power of nature, you must hold the utmost respect for it. We rely on deities to provide us with the tools we need to survive. The land, the breeze, the water, and even the trees are all thanks to the deities that provide them to us. Without them, we are nothing. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am!
You have the utmost respect for me?
That does not mean the deities are always right. A fact that they sometimes need to be reminded of. Lesson 2. You will make mistakes. Many of them probably. That's okay. It takes lots of trial and error to know the properties of a plant. Luckily for you, since I spend so much time around Leaf, I can pretty much tell you when a plant has magical property.
What property does the black rose have?
Do not ask about the black rose. And if you happen to come across one, never go near it. Lesson 3. Magic takes patience. It can take years to truly understand how to manipulate a plant into doing what you want. Not taking your time could get you or someone else killed. You must conduct many tests before feeling truly confident that any plant, in fact, has the property you believe it does.
So it'll be years before I can make potions?
I can teach you a few simple ones I've created for now. After that, magic is a process of experimentation.
You've made plenty of potions. You're only going to teach him a few? Fine. Don't answer me then.
I'll teach you a few useful potions. After that, you're on your own. Come, I'll take you to the swamp. I assume you know what a glowberry is. There are also glow lichen. They're not as common, and its glow is not as strong. However, if you combine it with honey and an elderberry... Go on, drink it.
Whoa!
Glowberries make you glow on the outside, but glow lichen can make everything else appear to glow.
How did you manage to figure that out?
Collect any plant that seems interesting to you.
Got it! We learned about the glowberries in Clover, but we were told they only grow in caves.
You know, I'm afraid of the dark.
Oh! Did you bring all these glowberries up?
No. Do you know how many glowberries there are in this forest? No one in their right mind would do that.
Oh, right.
Leaf originally created the glowberries so I wouldn't be afraid in his swamp.
What's the matter? There's no one here. You don't need to hide. You're safe. No one can get into the forest. Not as long as I'm around.
It's not that.
Then what is it?
It's too dark.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Give me a minute, okay?
Wait, don't leave me here.
I'm not. Just let me think. I know. Ta-da!
It wasn't until after that you realized they could help others down in the caves.
That's kind of him.
What can I say? I'm just the best. Say, Simon, you must have a pretty bad impression of Lappies.
They weren't all the nicest, but they work hard. And there were some friendly Lappies in Clover.
Don't hold it against them, okay?
Oh, okay.
They weren't always that way.
Did something happen? Guess not. So, do you work for Leaf then?
Do you work for Moon?
No.
Okay then. Ah,
Where does it hurt? Let me help.
I'm fine, just need a minute to sit is all. Don't be frightened, Simon. My body is not as sturdy as others is all.
We'll stay here until she's feeling better, okay?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
If you're curious, you can just ask.
What? Oh, no, Sorry.
It's alright. I'm blind in one eye. Can't see anything from it.
Does it hurt?
Leaf, why don't you entertain Simon for a bit? Until I'm better?
Sure.
Oh, you're back.
Lolli! I thought you were watching Moon! What if she drowned?
She was fine for hours. Unlike her, I can't swim forever.
Simon, do you really think Moon would let herself drown?
We literally watched her glide across water. Actually, you know what? It'd be pretty funny if she drowned. Can you imagine? You have the power to do that, and you go out by drowning?
What were you guys doing anyway? I got out of the water and everyone was gone.
We were out collecting plants. Actually, I brought one for you and Moon.
We didn't see any of these when we walked through the swamp.
Esme asked me to show Simon something new, so I did. You're welcome.
I get my own custom-made flower from Leaf himself.
I wouldn't exactly say custom. He's made plenty of those before. Simon just happened to ask for those colors.
When will Moon come up?
We'll test if she can stay under for a full 24 hours. Then she can come out.
24 hours? That's so long.
It's best we know for sure.
Well, overkill if you ask me, but I'll go keep her company again. I wonder what it feels like. I'll ask her when she comes up from the water.
How long am I supposed to be down here for?
I can't believe this whole time I didn't even know she was magic.
I wonder if there's Lappy witches. I guess probably not if we didn't hear about any.
I wonder what they're thinking about.
Wait a minute. Isla was meant to start giving my memories back. Is she hiding from me?
You and Moon have been travelling together for a while now. She must have been quite a shock when you first saw her.
Yeah, she was. But I'm glad she's here. If not for her, I'd still be too scared to even leave my village.
She must be important to you then. Don't worry, I'm sure you're just as important to her too.
No fair! I have to come up for air.
Haha, you can't breathe in the water.